Hello, my name is Jennifer Ramirez. I will talking about the agency, the chapter number 14 to 23. Chapter number 14, complete the table we work from C opposite. Bootstrap making from of the strass silver and inward. The first one has been done for you. Now adjective. Exhaustion, uh, exhausting, fatigue, fatigue, lethargy, lethargy, illness, die. Make a word combination. We use a word from a board. Look at A, B, C opposite to the help you. Complete of color, of source, of source. Present with, put on, word of. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verb present. Number 1, 67-year-old man present with a 9-month history of increasing shortness of breath. 22. The most common presentation is loss of consciousness. Number 3. Cranial artery may present a fever without any obvious causes. Number 4. The patient usually present with a severe sore throat. Number 5. The present symptom is in this patient called perhaps B diet to renal failure. Number 6. Of their condition with a similar presentation include acute cholecystitis. Number 7. Reduced growth is an import presenting complete of cholecystitis. Number 8. 2 months following presentation, the patient was able to walk. Read the patient description of her symptoms to complete the case report. Look at C opposite to help you. I was well until a 4 months age. In the beginning, I used fear or colors and a bit tired. But latterly, I've been feeling completely worn out of the end of the day. I am not eating any more than usual, but I put on 9 kilos. I put on 9 kilos in the last year. My emotions are hard and my hair too story to fall out. Case to treat. A 15-year-old Howard how can be well until 4 months previously. Complaints at Tires and Milays, she have gained 9 kilos in weight In the year before, she presented to her GP argued out she delayed eating more than usual. She was constipated and she knows that her hair had started to fall out. Chapter number 15. Find word in the word with opposite meaning. Look at B and C opposite to help you. Adequate, inadequate. Several, minor. Rare, common. Unlikely, likely. For, against. Insidious, certain. Make a word combination. Use a word from either above. Look at B and C opposite to help you. Bone marrow, insidious onset, pernicious anemia, vibration sense, progressively increasing, iron diagnosis. 5.3 Complete sentence. Look at A, B, C opposite to help you. Number 1, I trained 29-year-old may present with history of progressive abdominal distension over a period of 6 months. Blindness may be caused by vitamin A deficiency. Number 3, the bleeding in purpura and caused by abnormal platelet function. Number 4, the white cell count is normal to weaken acute leukemia. Number 5, the yellow colors of the skin and conjunctivitis is probably due to jaundice. Number 6, there was a palpable mass in the right upper quadrant of the abdomen. Number 7, swimming in the end and restoring fluid balance with adequate intravenous fluid. Number 8, the anemia may be due to the increase the red cell breakdown. 5.4 Complete the conversation. Look at C opposite to help you. Professor, what is again the diagnosis of the pernicious anemia of physical examination? Student, the problem story quite somewhat. Sorry, Dean, I have the typical insidious onset. That doesn't have any ski barrier and that doesn't have symmetrical peridition of accent, vibration sensor, and I conscious Fairby Slim. Professor, what is about the tongue? Student, my tongue was normal and no inflamed or sores. Chapter number 16. Labor the diagram using word from the book. Look at A opposite to help you. Score. One score. Two joint bone. Three spine. Four breastbone. Five rib. Six collarbone. Seven shoulder blade. 8 thigh bone. A thigh bone. 9 nika. 10 chin board. 16 bottom. Mark the time of fracture. 1-5 with the description A E. Look a bit opposite to help you. Number 1, open. A. There is a break in the school. Number 2, community. The bone is broken into several pieces. Number 3, display. The broken pieces are separated. Number 4, resting. The bone is bent. Is occur mainly in children. Number 5, implanted. The broken pieces are pushed together. System part 3. Complete the table extra. Look at C opposite to help you. Reducing fracture involves try to return the bones to a near to their original position or possible. If a fracture is allowed to heal in a display position, the fracture will unite. But it might go on to malunion. Chapter number 17. Complete the table with words from A and C opposite. The complete sentences with words from the table. Verb, noun, adjective. Delay, delayed, delayed. Develop, development, developed. Disdain, distinction, distender. Fail, fail, feeling. Nearest, nutrition, nears. Baby with a fever, alcohol syndrome may present with failure to try. Number 2, abdominal distension may be due to enlarging liver. Number 3, a small amount of alcohol, the pregnancy can often fetal development. Number 4, mortality from measles can be reduced with better nutrition. Number 5, delay and one or more of the milestone may be the first sign and disease. Complete the sentence. Look at A and C opposite to help you. After signs, baby learn to crude in the dot word. Number 2, our child word ham story Ilia solid food the having wing. Number 3, someone who is not very tall is said to be of the short stature. Number 4, the stage in a sheer development are now as the milestone. Number 5, a child world is beginning developed sexually has reached puberty. Breed common English name for ANGC using young medical knowledge. In Los Purari Glen Mount, difficulty opening the mouth, lost John, ras and enlarged posterior occipital nose, German measles, Persimo coat with vomiting, whooping coat, palpium and vesicle, fair or drawn chickenpox. Cow and core following be rat, measles, sore throat and rat, scarlet fever. Foreign John and her mummer remarried. Number 9, fever following being mostly whistling period. Cowie Strider Crew. Chapter number 18. Complete the table with word from A, B, and C opposite and relax formed. Put stress making from of the extreme seaboard and inward. The first one bend down for you. Bear now. Ingibation. Production. Rise, replacement. Secretion. Stimulation. Complete the passage from a table using the illustration and your own knowledge. Look a bit opposite to help you. Poses on G, M, L, or H. Gonadotropin releasing hormone are reading from the hypothalamus and stimulate LH and Phi is H release from the pituitary. LH trigger testosterone production from Leydig cell of the testes. Testosterone feeds back on the hypothalamus pituitary, inhibiting H and RH secretion. SH stimulate the serotonin cell in the seminator tubule to produce a measured sperm in the inhibiting A and B. Inhibiting causes feedback of the pituitary to decrease FSH production. Hypothalamic second for cellular kerticerid, pituitary, even testes, testosterone, LH. 18.3. Complete the sentences. Look at A and C opposite to help you. A diffuse chain of a main part of the organ or gland. Number 2. A localized chain of only one part. Number 3. High time is deficiency in iron. High doesn't have enough iron. Iron. Number 4. Excess type 3 and type 4 increase the basal metabolic rate. 18.4. Mass Mr. Davis symptoms 1-7 with occasion the doctor as AG. Look at the opposite to help you. Diarrhea. Are you thus normal? Number 2. Eating more. What is your appetite like? Number 3. Tolerant. Intolerant. Do you prefer hot weather or cold? Number 4. Oral activity. Are you able to sit and relax? Number 5. Palpitation. Have you ever felt your heart beating rapidly of a rankling? Number 6. Weight loss. Is your weight steady? Number 7. Tremor. Do you hang chest? Chapter number 19. Complete the table. We work from the opposite and relevant fonts. Verbs, noun, adjective. Accommodation. Constraint, constriction, constricted. Cambridgian. Daddy, dilation, diary. Drooping. Oscillation. Relation. 19.2. Make the word picture 1C with the condition A fit. Look at the opposite to help you. Number 1. Scan. Number 2. Irregular pupil. Number 3. Dilated pupils. And number 4. Constrained pupils. Number 5. Carolite. Number 6. Drooping lids. And 19.3. Complete the strand from the textbook. Look at C opposite to help you. Retinoscopy. Examine the retina with ophthalmoscope. If possible, with the pupil and dilated of a time the maximum view. Look for papillon, papillomatoid and for flat and flat flat and chain, hemorrhaging and cardboard, Esidious. As at the state of the arbor, and knows the presence of any neboving or as well as nipping of arteriovenous crossing. Chapter number 20. Complete the case report. Look at A. Opposite to help you. Case 14. Physical examination revealed a finger with slight pallor. And she was not obvious and hindered. The temperature was during a ghetto Celsius. Pulse 100-meter, blood pressure 110 and 18 and HH. Examination of the rest of the cardiovascular and respiration system was normal. The abdomen was no distended, and there was generally tenderness. We was most marking the right lower quadrant, and we observed with ground, but not rigidity. There was no rebound tenderness and no mass where feel down some were reduced. Much the description in the store one thing with the condition most likely to cause 10 a thing using your medical knowledge. Look at B opposite to help you. Type of store condition. Number 1, loose blood and ulcerative colitis. Number 2, loose per bucca. Celiac disease. Number 3, clay colored attracting hands. Number 4, black target gastric gullet. Number 5, small heart and irrevocable bowel syndromes. And number 6, clear water with mucus caloric. 20.3. Make the figure 1-7 to the doctor question. AG, look a bit opposite to help you. Blood how you post blood store. Number 2, bowel habit is how often do you open your bowels. Number 3, change in those habit. Are you going to the toilet more often than normal? Number 4, puka, is the size of the amount of the stool normal. Number 5, colors. What about the appearance of the stool? And number 6, consequences is are demonios hard or loose. Number 7, offensiveness. Do you museum have an initial smell? And the atomic came divided into 4 quadrants. Right upper quadrant, left upper quadrant, right lower quadrant, left lower quadrant. Chapter 21, 21.1. Written a simple angry flag from A in the medical term below. Use your medical knowledge. Look at A and C opposite to help you. Hysterectomy, surgical removal of the wound. Menorrhagia, having periods. Salpinators, inflammation of one of the two that connect the ovary to the wound. Cervical biopsy, biopsy of a small piece of the tissue removed from the neck of the wound. 21.2. Read the conversation between the gynecologist and the patient and see opposite and complete the notes about the patient. Menarche, 12 years. Menstrual cycle, 4, 5, on 28. L, A, R, N, P, 1, 5 to H. Menorrhagia, not. Dysmenorrhea, no. Discharge, a little with discharge. 21.3. Now read the question what the doctor asks. Look at C opposite to help you. Monarchy. How old were you when you were starting on the head 10 your period? Menstrual cycle. Are your periods regular? How long do the periods last usually? A and B. When was your last period? Menorrhagia. What do you say? They are lean of heaven. Do you have clothes? Dysmenorrhea. Do you have period pains? Discharge. Is there any change between the periods? What color is? What color it is? 21.4. Complete the case report. One word the needed treatments. Look at B and C opposite to help you. Case fitting. 45-year-old woman had been having prolonged period lasting for 8 days with the patient up close. For 19 for 9 months. There was dividing between periods of the affair in escort. Her periods were no particular thinker. She had not noticed any hot flashes or night stuart, and her general hair had always been cut. She had taken the other contracted pierce, and until a year previous, when a copper coil was fed, she had had a normal pregnancy when she was 25. Diaphragm, iodine, condoms, copper cord. Chapter 22. Chapter 22. 22.1. Complete the conversation based on the case history and be opposite. Doctor, watching to the problems. Patient, I think get a palpitation. Doctor, how long have you had them? Patient, for about 6 months. But I've had hair problem for years, with tired and shortness of breath. In the end, conduct was more than 100 meters. We told having to stop. I had to sleep on 3 pillows. I had a mitral bar replacement 3 year age, and that improved time for a while. 22 on part 2. Make a word combination using a word from each part. The word can be used twisted. Look a bit and see opposite to help you. Arrest, atrial fibrillation, carry out, hair fever, on a far, pain edema, premotor beach. 22.3. Breathe the word a patient word. Use the grief the symptom below. Look at A, B, and C opposite to help you. Dyspnea, breathlessness, or shortening of breath. Arrhythmia, palpitation. Orthonia, breathlessness when engine flat. Edema is swollen. 22.4. Complete the case report. Look a bit and see opposite to help you. Case 30. Assisting JR or woman attended her GP's surgery complaining of breathlessness on exertion. This has been increasing over the previous 8 months into what producing problem about around 500 meters working in the liver. There was no history of chest pain. She had several attacks of fast palpitation which lasted 20 13 minutes and 30 minutes and were associated with some shortening of breath. She had no some swelling or hair angling by the end of the day. Did this despair overnight. Chapter 23 23.1 Complete the table from opposite for straight making from of the stage seaboard and it work. The first one has been done for you. Verse now. Occultation. Examen, examination. Inspiration. Palpate, palpation. Perco, percussion. 23.1 Put the speed, the examining the hair and circulation in order. According in the four-stage system, look at A opposite to help you. Measure the hair size percussion. Are there any memor occultation? C. Feed the radial pulse palpitation. Look for cloven inspection. Lower the apex beat palpation. Know the real palpation. 23.3 A doctor is present the case of a 43-year-old woman in the cardiology department. Complete the test of the her presentation. Look at B opposite to help you. On examination, she was piloted with temperature of 23.5. She was short of breath. Her pulse of variable between 100 and 180 and irregular in time and forces. Her blood pressure was 118 and her GBP was at 5 centimeters, showed normal movement with respiration. Her peripheral pulses were all present and there was no central or peripheral cyanosis. Her apex beating was displayed to the anterior axillary line, but still in the fifth intercostal span, and her hair somewhere very interesting when she was snatching examining. It was known that she had pain systole and myosystole movement, her best in the apex. When she was examining and some years later, and there was a hard pericardial friction route out over the precursor or diagnosis of the time was a mitral stenosis and incompetence with a recent onset of pericarditis and atrial fibrillation. Thank you for the attention. Esto fue todo de mi parte.